Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Star Flames and we're back with another video. Now guys, in this video, Dr. Phil is joining the chat as it relates to Ye and Kim Kardashian custodial rights. So they're basically saying, or Dr. Phil, Mr. Take the Child out of the home, he seems to be very good at always suggesting that the child be taken out of the home. For some reason, it seems as though that's his favorite thing. So now he's saying that if Kim Kardashian does not take legal actions against Ye, then what could happen is that the court could move in and take the kids away from Kim Kardashian because Kim Kardashian needs to do something about, her ex-husband's behavior. Now, while I understand that is normally the case, what Dr. Phil is not being cognizant of is the fact that even though Ye has joint custody, that's something that he really doesn't use. And I believe that you guys can see that. When Ye says stuff on the internet like he doesn't get to see his kids and this white woman is raising his kids, he's just doing that to throw Kim under the bus. But he legally has joint custody. He just doesn't use it. Now, also too, with Dr. Phil, I'm wondering if he believed that Kim got to where she's at by just being stupid. And you see, this is why Kim keeps winning. People think that she's not smart. People are always counting her out. And while everyone is distracted counting her out, Kim is cooking up a plan. Kim is very smart, very cunning. And she did not get to where she is by being a stupid woman. As a matter of fact, she got there by strategic planning. And Dr. Phil is telling the world that, if Kim doesn't move in and do something, she's going to lose custody of the kids. Like, just imagine. The kids that belongs to a tight-knit family unit. Just imagine the court is going to go in and take those kids away. Like, make it make sense. Kim cannot lose custody because she refused to take Ye to court. Because even though Ye has joint custody, it's not enforced by Ye. So they're talking about North being there with Andrew Tate and all of that jazz. No. Dr. Phil has to also realize and recognize that if North was there, it doesn't mean that she was in any sort of danger. Even though I don't like it, I have to keep it real. Andrew and Tristan Tate, they haven't been found guilty of any charges. And I believe that using that is not even anything that's, merit to use, in all honesty. Also, Kim Kardashian sent to the security to take North home. Ye didn't oppose that, providing that did in fact happen. Ye did not oppose that. So I don't know what rhetoric Dr. Phil is getting at here. Also, how does Kim take someone to court who is currently unwell at this point in time? So Kim knows what she's doing. And I don't like how people go around and try to make the public, think of something that is not true, because Kim works and she works hard. And Ye is not in the same home as the kids. The kids don't partially live with Ye. The only time they would really think about or consider about taking custody away from Kim if it was the case that Ye had a fixed address. Ye was at the fixed address and the kids would be on a week off and on situation with Kim and Ye. And even so, you cannot say that they would take the kids away, because while Ye's behavior is vile on social media in terms of what he types, physically present, are the kids in any danger, So there's so many things to be taken into consideration. However, the situation is not ideal. It's not looking good. But I don't like Dr. Phil, stance on this because oftentimes when we talk about these things, people would say, oh, but you're not an American. Listen, education and information is available to anyone who needs it, okay? It doesn't matter your geographical location. Education and information is available. And when you have been on the internet for a period of a couple years and you've seen some things, especially when it comes to the state of California, like I've been trained on a lot of California rules, laws, regulation, you know, divorce and all of that. So I don't know how people would often drum up those accusations like, oh, you're not from the United States, so what would you know? Honey, I'm going to tell you this. And this is going to be my response to that. A lot of people from Europe knows a lot more about the history of Jamaica than I do. So, not because you live in a country, it doesn't mean that someone outside of that country doesn't know more than your country, okay? I'm just gonna leave it at that. Now, I wanna get into this report so that you guys can get a sense of what was being discussed, okay? So they're saying Kim Kardashian could face serious consequences, as serious as losing custody for not taking ex-husband Kanye West to court if he poses a danger to his children, so say Dr. Phil. Dr. Phil appeared on the latest episode of the Two Angry Men podcast with Harvey and Mark Gergos, and he had a lot to say about Kim's predicament with Kanye. As we reported, the latest blow-up occurred when Kim yanked North out of Kanye's recording studio. After Kanye invited the infamous Tate brothers to join them, Kim felt any interaction with the brothers would pose a danger to her kids. That is just Kim also reaching right there, because we know that people aren't stupid. Let's keep it real. I wouldn't like that for the child, but people aren't stupid. Andrew and Tristan, they're not stupid, But, the situation is not one that any parent would be mentally comfortable with, right? Now they're saying, and that's the problem. Phil says, if Kanye's erratic behavior, which includes telling the world his view, the man make the final decision on everything, poses a danger, and Kim does nothing, authorities could step in and remove the children from their home. That doesn't make any sense, Dr. Phil. Someone saying something on social media is not law, okay? People talk on social media all the time. Kim also does it as well. Come on. Common sense, right? Now they're saying it seems outrageous given that Kim has, by all accounts, been an exemplary parent and is dealing with an impossible situation with her ex. Nothing is impossible. That's like, if you said difficult, it is difficult. Impossible? No, not in this case. There's so many options. How do you give a possible option, but then in the same discussion you say the same possible option or this outcome? He's saying this is a potential outcome in this impossible situation. There's no potential outcome in an impossible situation. Impossible means, like it's going to require supernatural interference to happen. So sometimes if we just sit and listen to these people, we would realize and understand that they're just using, rhetorics and just talking out their asses, basically. No, he's saying, this impossible situation with her ex by going to court, it could trigger Kanye into even a more outrageous conduct. Yeah, could. Impossible, but you're saying could. On top of that, she wants her kids to have a relationship with their dad, but going to court to do what? Strip him of custody, get a judge to impose supervised visitation? By the way, good luck with the visitation monitoring. Tell Kanye what to do. Oh, please. If Kanye works his way up to that, what is he gonna do? Please. So they're saying this is the definition of being between a rock and a hard place. Two Angry Men is available wherever and they're telling you about that. No. Kanye is not going to Kim's house. We don't think he is. And it's not as though he enforces his joint custody. Ye talks out his ass to make people believe something is going on that is not going on. But other than that, Ye just talks out his ass. Ye doesn't require joint custody from Kim. And as a matter of fact, he literally called himself a bad father on the internet in terms of how he's absent from his kids. So as such, I definitely understand that people are going to have discussions about trending topics and discussion, and people are going to make it seem, listen, I know a lot more than most people. And there's something that most people are not saying, and that is Kim and Kanye both could lose custody. No, 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 no. Because everyone knows this family is a tight-knit family. There's no need for Kim to lose custody because Kim doesn't have to take you to court. Yes, saying all sort of ish on social media is no warrant for Kim to necessarily take him to court. I would if I was Kim, because he needs to be taught a lesson. I would if I was her, because he needs to understand that he cannot continue behaving like that. But, however, what Dr. Phil is saying, I think it's quite a stretch. It's quite a stretch. But I want to hear from you guys. What's your take? While you're at it, thumbs up, share, subscribe, and we're going to talk some more in the comments section. Peace.